You know, my microphone is being a little dodo right now. So I hope the audio is okay because I'm not filming with a microphone. I hope my camera will suffice. I'm gonna kill my Rode mic one of these days. I swear. I swear. I swear. I'm gonna throw it across the room, let my cat play with it, let my cat eat it, throw it up, and then maybe it'll actually work. Hello, hi, my name is Mad. Welcome to Mad Music. Today I am listening to Scaled and Icy by 21 Pilots. I am so excited. I do want to clarify that this is not a reaction video if that's strictly what you came to see. I explained in my Bring Me the Horizon video that reaction videos just became less and less fun for me. I put too much pressure on myself to like be entertaining, to have my reactions be good, you know, not to the point where they were fake, but to the point where I was stressing out over every little thing that I did in the video, that it took away from my enjoyment of actually listening to the songs of the bands that I absolutely love. You know, I am excited for this album by 21 Pilots. I am ecstatic for it, and I just want it to be a good time. And this way, by not including the actual music in my video, like, I don't have to feel like I'm taking away from the band's rightful streams, you know? So I invite you to go put the album on in the background, listen to it with me, you know, give 21 Pilots the streams that they deserve, and we'll listen to the album together. So without further ado, let's listen to Scaled and Icy. Oh my god. So to start off, I personally love CDs. I love collecting them. I just think that there's something special about just like having it be a tangible physical object that you can hold and caress and hug, and that sounds weird. But there's just something so special to me about being able to see it in person, you know, because you can look at the artwork online and everything, but to me it just feels like a completely different thing to see the album, to look at the artwork on the inside, to see the theming that went into making the whole thing. I love the booklet. I love seeing whatever artwork that they have for it. Like each song on here has a different like print, different font and everything like that. I love when they have lyrics. I love the pictures that they include. Like every single part of it to me is just great. I don't know, I just love seeing like the effort put into everything, like to have every like the, you know what I mean, the theme, like the layout, everything. It looks so good. Also, it smells good. So again, I invite you, go put the album on in the background while you watch this. We'll listen to it together, and we'll start with the first song called Good Day. Okay, we got some grooves going on. Ooh, this should be in like a movie, like the rolling the credits of oh my god, this is so peppy. I can't, I've never heard that. Have they ever done anything this upbeat ever? Oh no. Ooh, da, 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 da. It's so good. That's an experience. That right there is a good song. That is so upbeat, so peppy, so happy. I don't think they have never, listen, look, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't completely keep up with the fan theories regarding Dima and all of that kind of stuff. I really don't pay attention to like all the Clancy stuff. I'm not updated with that. I know of certain things, but I don't know what Clancy is supposed to represent. I don't really know how Blurryface works into Trench. I don't know the exact message of Trench or Dima or all of that. I only know like a little bit. I don't exactly know the fan theories regarding this album. I know it's supposed to be something like Dima's propaganda, like, you know, 21 Pilots is essentially writing this album out of like Dima's control. Dima's controlling them, making them write this album. And so everything is supposed to be like opposite. At least that's what I've heard, you know, like people will go so far into saying that like in the promotion pictures, like, oh, Tyler's standing on the right when he used to always stand on the left. Or, you know, Tyler is the one now with pink hair instead of Josh. People are trying to put out there that they are not the ones in control. They are not the ones technically making this album. It's all Dima's propaganda, which I feel like this song could be an indication of that theory, because if you look at all of their other albums, and I'm excluding Self-Titled just because I don't remember the first song off of that album, but if you look at the album openers, right? Vessel opens with Ode to Sleep, and then Blurryface opens with The Heavy Dirty Soul, and then Trench opens with Jumpsuit. Like, these are intense, very like dark and menacing songs. And then you have this one, which obviously is the exact opposite. You have like the bird chirping noises, you have some ukulele in there, the drums are so upbeat and light and cheerful, and just like, it is everything opposite to an album opener that, you know, a 21 Pilots fan would expect. But yeah, just wow. My god, like what is this band? What is this band? The lyrics are comical. It kind of reminds me of Float On by Modest Mouse, where they just list like all the most terrible things that have happened. They lost their job, they ran into a cop car, like all that kind of stuff. But like, it's okay, things worked out anyway. The lyrics in this is he lost his job, his wife, his kids, but it's still a good day somehow. I knew this album was gonna be a lot different, but I didn't expect that different. Like, this has gotta be one of the most upbeat 21 Pilots songs I have ever heard. I'm going to move on to song number 2, which is Choker. I've heard this one before, I'm sure you have too. Music video is great, it is super comical. Love the fact that they incorporated Jim. He is a phenomenal actor, probably the best actor out of the three of them. Like, no offense to Josh and Tyler, but Jim just brings something completely new and different to the table, you know? It was really great to see that. So here is Choker. The growl in his voice, or like the tension. Why is this entire album just like theatrical? All of these could be played at like the end credits of a movie. Your coming of age, feel good movie. These are the songs that play in the credits. I don't know. Never make demands. How does he get demand? How does he get the distortion in his voice? He sings like when that sound, like he sings somehow like that. I was born a choker. At the emotional piano part, everyone raise your phone flashlights, please. Do you consider this rapping, or is he just talking? I absolutely love the verses of this song. They just seem to like flow really well. They have a really nice beat to them. I don't like the chorus as much. It's very theatrical, it's very big, it's very open. It's, you know, not bad, but I love the verses so much, and then it gets to the chorus and it's kind of the opposite for me. You know, for most songs, at least I feel like you want the verse to be something that you like, but you want the chorus to be the one that stands out. And for me, it's the opposite, so it makes me not like the song as much, because you want your chorus to be the thing that people latch onto, because obviously that's the thing that's going to repeat over and over again. And for me, this is the opposite. I want all like the verses, I want the rapping bridge at the end. All of that is what makes the song, at least for me. Again, the chorus isn't bad, but it's not my favorite thing. I love the rapping part, or the talking part, whatever you want to consider it, in the bridge. It reminds me of like Vessel era. He seems to have that same style of rapping or talking, whatever it is, as he does in songs like Screen and other ones that I can't think of the title right now. But it reminds me a lot of Vessel era, and it's a cool callback, you know? Obviously this album is going to be very different, but it's cool to be able to like see the bridges between albums, if you know what I mean. Overall, like, great song. I can't say it's one of my favorites. My favorite is still Shy Away, but I really like it. I'll listen to the song over and over again. Like I said, music video is great. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's wonderful. And I love the fact that they you know, filmed on location at some like Ohio toy shop. That's so cool. Imagine the business now that shop is gonna get because they filmed their music video there. All right, moving on to song number 3, Shy Away. When I get home. This song makes me so happy. This is the kind of chorus that I love, that just explodes and like builds off of the verse, you know, like woo. It's never heard. I see reel after reel of people posting this, and so I constantly see just Tyler slide across the floor, and now that's what I want to do, but I'm on freaking carpet. Boy, you better not be there, you're long gone. Can you imagine seeing this live? Oh my god, imagine the colors, I miss concerts. I absolutely adore Shy Away. That is my favorite of the singles that they've released. To be honest, I don't know how much of that is pure, like, I guess bias, or I don't know what you would exactly call it, because like it was the first song that, you know, announced their coming back to make a new album. So obviously there was so much excitement like wrapped up in that, and I really don't know if that is why I cling to this song so much, because you know, it's a reminder that like, oh my god, there's this new era, all of this stuff is coming out, there is so much excitement like that revolves around this song for me. I feel like that could play into my bias of why I like it so much. I feel the same thing happened with Trench. You know, Trench was my first album being released by 21 Pilots after being a fan. Like, I really started getting into their stuff like well after Blurry Face was out. Hearing Jumpsuit for the first time and having that come out, like that will probably always be my favorite song off of Trench, just because of the pure, like again, the pure excitement around them announcing, them creating a new album, coming back, releasing stuff, posting more, all of that like is wrapped up into Jumpsuit and probably Shy Away for me. So I feel like it's mostly bias of why I like this song so much, but it's just, it's good. It's freaking good. Like, what are words? I don't know. This song fried my brain. I know people who like try to guess which songs are gonna be their favorites. I don't really do that. I don't really like doing that. I don't want to have any preconceived ideas of what I'm gonna like or don't like. I don't want any bias to be like played into it before I hear anything. But I don't know. I think Shy Away will be very hard to beat, just how much I like it so far. At least on a first listen. Once I listen to this album again, I'm sure like favorites are gonna change. But at least right now, Shy Away is gonna be pretty hard to surpass. Moving on to song number 4, we have The Outside. We got some robots up in here. Okay, I like, okay, I can't, listen, I only got 30 seconds in and I can't take it. I can't, I had my whole big spiel on how nothing is probably gonna beat Shy Away, and now I'm 30 seconds into it and I am yelling at the top of my lungs. Oh my god, I can't, dude. I cannot. Holy crap. Holy crap, Tyler. I have lost all composure. It's so funky. And they dial it back again. They built it up just to dial it back again. I can't with this band anymore. Join the club. What in the world? That was so good. I still think Shy Away is the one to beat, but oh my god, The Outside is just, what in the world? Listen, I fully realize, I feel like The Outside is not going to be something that everybody likes, but I love the weird, just clunky, funky little, like, obviously like all of these songs are very different for them, but I feel like The Outside so far is like the most different, maybe. Just thank you, 21 Pilots. Thank you, 21 Pilots, for delivering such a song. There is like one part in the song where like the lyrics aren't in the booklet, so stop mowing your lawn, please. It is 3 p.m. Stop. There is one set of lyrics that are not in the booklet, so he raps in the bridge, he sings the chorus again, and then he raps like an outro, and none of those lyrics are in the booklet. So if you want to get a little like theory heavy, like maybe they're gonna have lyrics that aren't in the booklet that are supposed to be them like speaking out against Dima, or like sending a message that Dima doesn't control. Maybe? I don't know. I have no complaints with this song whatsoever. I think it is groovy, it is funky, it is danceable, it is snarky, it's sarcastic, that's it. Song number 5 is called Saturday. That chord is great. Can you imagine them performing this song too? They would get like a whole, like, I don't know, they would get a lot of people to perform. Saxophone, trumpet, I could see all of it, you know? Like, this have a whole, like, it's not an orchestra, but you know what I mean? A bunch of people performing, that would be so nice. The guitar is so funky, and I just gotta say, if Tyler is the one that put that together after he learned guitar for Level of Concern, like, good job, dude. Like, that's not easy to learn an instrument, and like, I'm I'm so proud of them. So I will admit, I did not like Saturday when it came out. I was completely thrown off guard with it. I thought it was weird. After, you know, hearing Good Day and The Outside, you can way more put together like the whole, you know, style of the album. I feel like listening to Shy Away and especially Choker are not two good examples of the overall theme. Like they fit with the theme within this album, but Good Day and The Outside definitely give you a lot more clues as to what the overall theme is going to be, if that makes sense. And I feel like Saturday was completely like left field of Shy Away and Choker, to where it really didn't sound like them. It didn't really like give me anything to latch onto, and I didn't really like it. It's grown a little bit on me. It's very groovy, it's very funky. It still doesn't really remind me of 21 Pilots, but this whole album doesn't really remind me of 21 Pilots besides like Choker. But like, that's okay. They can experiment all they want. I totally support that. Like, I think it's cool. I don't really understand the parts where Jenna's I think it's Jenna talking because Tyler's talking. I don't know what they're saying. It's not in the booklet, but it's funny that they got her in a song. I think that's cool. Jenna's cool. Yay, Jenna. I do love the pause in like the last chorus, I think, when they say might get loud. Like, I think that's a, I don't know. Even when I don't like fully love a song that they do, they still make good stuff. I'm not completely thrilled over Saturday, but it's still a good song. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't super love it, but I can still recognize that it is a very well put together song. Like, it is built, it is layered in such like a nice fashion that even though it might not be something that I super gravitate towards, it's still good. You know what I mean? So yeah, Saturday is still not one of my favorites, but I am in full support of bands switching up their style and doing whatever they want to do, and I think it is such a testament to their talent to be able to do so many styles. You know, we've seen them do so many styles on every single album. Aha! They have so many different musical styles that they have accomplished, and now they have, you know, this like 80s like poppy vibe going on. At least I think it's 80s-ish. It's cool. I love seeing like their creativity in every song that they do. And again, even though Saturday might not be one of my favorites, I still respect them for switching it up, and just the fact that they are able to do so many different styles, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like I will never complain with that. Song number 6 is called Never Take It. What does this remind me of? Really early 90s maybe, like pop rock? Bruh. What in the... I love this. I think this is great. Oh, yeah, scream! Scream, boy! Do it! Scream more! Oh! I never thought 21 Pilots would ever have a guitar riff. Oh my god, like a solo. My god, dude! Scream, dude! Do it! Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? I can't anymore. This freaking band! I don't know a whole lot of like music genres. I don't know the technicality of it. I don't know the technicality of like different eras and stuff, but I believe that's like maybe something you would hear in the early 90s, like pop rock music. It just sounds like, you know, your feel-good radio like rock song, and it has like a bit of an aged feel to it, so something that you would hear at least back in the day. Don't know if early 90s is correct. Just, oh my god, the fact that like, again, the fact that Tyler like taught himself guitar, and like he's got some riffs in there, like it blows my mind. I am just, this song I will definitely be coming back to this song over and over again. The bridge, not even just the bridge, every single part in this song, you know. I love the guitars. I love the really like almost dirty sounding drums, you know, just everything hits so hard but not too hard, you know, like it's still a pop song, but you got those great like gritty rock elements into it. And god, Tyler screams. I love it. The same thing with Shy Away. I love how he can take such a smooth vocal and then end it with screaming, and just the contrast in that is so cool to me. I love that so much. That's one of my favorite parts in Jumpsuit. Like, everything is calm and then it builds up and builds up and he just explodes, you know? The whole song explodes, his voice explodes, everything is just like released in that one moment, and then they can dial it back again, and they have like amazing contrast. That's one of my favorite things with Bring Me the Horizon and Dance Gavin Dance, and like a lot of more of those heavy bands. If you listen to breakdown after breakdown after breakdown, like it doesn't feel heavy anymore. If everything's crazy, then nothing's crazy, you know? That is one of my favorite things. It's just a band that has so much contrast within each song. Even if you're not changing the style of it, like a lot of 21 Pilots songs will sound like, you know, there's two songs in one. This song doesn't really do that, but they have so much contrast that it stays interesting throughout it because there's so many twists and turns, and that's, again, what I really love about Bring Me the Horizon, Dance Gavin Dance. Just having those elements of contrast and difference in it is just beautiful. So freaking good. I'm gonna cry. Song number 7 is called Murberry. Mulberry Street. You know me, I can't pronounce anything. Wait, what did that remind me of? Ah! It reminds me of Benny and the Jets. I love that. Ooh, that falsetto. All right. Get those drums. Oh my god. Listen, I don't really like trumpet all that much, but it works in this song. Oh, he's just yelling. He do be yelling. I'm warming up to the feel of this album. You know, I feel like upon a second listen, I would be like full into it. But my god, the opening, like piano with like the bass coming in, it reminds me of Benny and the Jets. That's gotta be like one of my favorite songs of his, and like I love it. And then he has like, you know, his whole like soulful like yelling in the background at the end of the song with the trumpet, and everything just sounds so like so jazzy and groovy, and I just love it. This one doesn't hit me as hard as some of the other songs, but you know, I feel like upon a second listen I would warm up to it a lot. Like I do not hate this whatsoever. It's one of those songs that takes maybe a few listens to really get into, and I'm not quite there yet, but I would be open to getting there, you know? Like it's we're on our way there. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Again, these songs have fried my brain. Song number 8 is called Formidable. This reminds me of like, is it The Cure? Kind of reminds me of The Cure, maybe? Like their most popular song. I really like the chords in this. This is so nice. It's like upbeat, but it's not. But it's really like easygoing, but it's still heavy hitting. I don't know. Well, that was lovely. I honestly feel like this is one of those songs that really doesn't like, I don't know, it sounds weird to say that it doesn't deserve like a reaction, but it's just one of those songs that you just have to like sit with, you know, that listening to it is the experience, and like it was beautiful. I don't know, what is that one song? Is it The Cure? They go through the days of the week. Friday, I'm in love. Whatever that song is, I think is The Cure. If it's not, I don't know, I lose some sort of brownie point. It reminds me of that though, and so like your maybe 80s like pop-ish, I don't know, like sentimental yet still upbeat pop, and it's just, if anything else from this album, like this album just flows together like so nicely. Like the songs are just layered so well that nothing really feels out of place. Everything is where it's supposed to be. At least it feels like that, and I can't imagine the kind of time it takes to like artfully craft that, you know? Like again, I am just impressed with everything. I can't tell, is this the song that's supposed to be like towards Jenna? Isn't there always like some sort of song on their albums that are like dedicated towards her? You know, you have Tear in My Heart. What was the other one? What was the one on Trench? What's the one on Trench? What's the one on Trench? What is the Trench one? Bruh, I can't think of it. I don't know. What is it? There's one on Trench. There is one on Trench, and when I remember it, I'm going to be mad. But is this supposed to be like the love song of the album? Maybe? All right, moving on to song number 9, we have a Bounce Man. What in the world is this? Oh no. Ooh, I have to stop. The vocal riffs that he's doing, I don't think I've ever heard Tyler do anything like that, and woo! What in the world? Pop, pop, pop. What even? I don't know. Back at it again with a completely different sounding song that somehow fits the theme of the record. Like you can tell that these songs belong together, but they all sound so different. Ah! How do they do it? Listen, I don't know what the song means. I don't know what the lyrics mean. I am not the person to decipher everything. I'm not good at that, especially with 21 Pilots. I just don't know. Don't understand anymore. Like I said, I feel like I'm very behind because I still don't even understand Trench. I just love how, you know, poppy the bass, the drums, even the vocals sound in this. Like everything literally just makes you want to I'm trying not to use puns, but what do you use besides bounce? It makes you want to bounce. It makes you want to groove. The song is called Bounce Man. I think they did their job. I think they did it. So, good job, 21 Pilots. What is the instrument in the background? Do, 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 do. You know what I mean? Do, 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 do. Whatever like the little sound is in the background, it's such a tiny thing, but it adds so much. You know what I mean? I give up at this point. Alright, song number 10 is called No Chances. Are we getting darker? Is it getting darker? We got some heavy synths in here. What in the world? Of all songs so far, I feel like this is the one that could plausibly be on Trench. You know, this is the one that I feel like emulates a lot more of what they previously did. What does it mean? Are the chants supposed to be Dima? They got like a twang somewhere in there. Excuse me. When did the chipmunks get in here? Okay. I just can't. Like that was so dark and intense. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Now you have the chanting going on. It's so menacing and creepy, and you like. I assume the chanting is supposed to be Dima. I don't know, again, I don't know a lot of the lore, but obviously the chanting doesn't sound like Tyler. It doesn't sound like his voice. I assume it's supposed to be somebody else talking or somebody else sending that message. I love how menacing the chanting is. I love how it's not really like in your face, but the verses feel like a warning, just like Tyler telling you everything, and then like the chorus, like the music just opens up, but Tyler's voice is still very like staccato, like we got people on the way, and then like everything opens up, and it's just, I love that dynamic so much. Again, I wish I knew what it meant. If you have theories on it, please let me know. I would love to know. I was really, for this song, out of all of them, I was hoping for the hidden lyrics. I was hoping there was something, if my theory is correct, and the hidden lyrics on the outside is them trying to talk to us away from Dima, this seems like the perfect song to do it. There wasn't any hidden lyrics that I found, but still great. Just, ooh, I love how like dark it sounds, but yet the chorus still sounds hopeful. Like again, that dynamic is so good. Okay, we have one more song number 11, called Redecorate. Please don't be as sad as Goner and Leave the City. I can't handle those. Those are some interesting sounds. Oh, what? Hang on, what now? Should they keep it on display or redecorate? That doesn't sound too happy. Hang on. Scaled back and isolated, scaled and icy. Huh? I definitely feel like that's a song that, you know, the lyrics are the forefront, not so much the music, but the lyrics. And like this song honestly feels like the most, you know, 21 Pilots-y song. Totally don't mind that they switch up their style, but if you're looking for, you know, the 21 Pilots song of the album, I feel like this is it, maybe? I love like what I assume is like 3 different characters talking, and then they all like come together for this chorus because like they all share the same view. Like they have different stories, but they all share the same view while like their verses connect to the chorus. That is super cool to me. But they always do this, right? The last song is always like the most heavy. I feel like this one definitely is the most heavy, maybe not in sound, but heavy like as far as meaning. Scaled back and isolated. That's scaled and icy, right? Right. I'm not that dumb, am I? Scaled back and isolated, that has to be scaled and icy, right? I don't know how it relates to the title, or if that's how deep it goes, is just scaled and icy is supposed to stand for scaled back and isolated, then I'll be happy that I figured that out. If it goes deeper than that, then at least I got, you know, the base level idea. Well, that was the last song. That is the entire album. This definitely doesn't connect with me as much as some of their other albums, but again, this is just a first listen. Like, I literally have only heard most of these songs one time. That by far is not enough to completely rule out my connection to this album, you know? I will always always have a soft spot for Blurryface, whether that is just nostalgia and bias because that was the first album that I ever listened to them. That could totally be it. Over time, Trench has definitely grown on me since my first time listening to it. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case with this one. This one, though, definitely feels a lot different from anything that they've ever put out. Which, I mean, I keep saying this, honestly, I don't mind that. I don't mind that it sounds completely different. Something that I've found interesting is that I've seen TikToks and Instagram reels of people complaining about the fact that if the theory is true that 21 Pilots is supposed to be, you know, controlled by Dima, and this is a Dima propaganda album, people have been saying like, that's it, I don't trust 21 Pilots, don't buy the new album, don't listen to it if it's all propaganda, why would I listen to it type thing. And I don't really know if those people are serious or not. It seems like they're serious, and that feels like the dumbest thing to me, you know? Like that is a cool like statement and art form if you completely switched up your sound because you're going off of the narrative of this world that you created, that this society, this government, whatever it is, whatever Dima is supposed to be, that they are controlling you, and made an album. That is a cool concept to me, and I don't understand the notion of like, oh, don't listen to it because it's supposed to be propaganda. Like, bands put out concept albums, but if that theory is true and this is supposed to all be controlled by Dima, I have never seen a band go that far into a concept album to put out an album that's theirs but not theirs at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like that, I've never seen a band do that before. And I've never seen a band have a concept album extend beyond one album. You know, if Blurryface is a character that shows up obviously in Blurryface but extends to Trench, and if the ideas in Trench extend to this, then like, what in the world? I have never seen a band do that ever. And that in itself is cool. So if those people are being serious and they're literally advocating don't listen to this because it's all supposed to be propaganda, that I don't understand. I think that is art. I think that is so cool that 21 Pilots would do that. And like, obviously this album is a lot more poppy than anything that they've put out. And I could understand if that's not your type of music. It's not exactly something that I gravitate towards. Like I said, it was just a first listen. I need to listen to it again to really solidify my thoughts. But none of these songs are something that I absolutely hate. And I don't know, I still find it cool if this is supposed to be, you know, Dima controlled their album. I still find it cool that they released something that is their own, but you can tell that it deviates from their normal style. Like, that is cool to me. I don't even know how to explain it. It's cool that they released something that's completely theirs, but it's not supposed to be theirs at the same time. People have criticized this, saying that like, oh, it's gonna be a pop album, like 21 Pilots is selling out, whatever. I don't see this album as a sellout album. Even if they did sell out and they just want to make radio hits, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. And I might not like it as much, but if that's what makes them truly happy, I don't care. Like, I don't care that I wouldn't like it as much. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I should have no say in the music that makes them happy. You know what I mean? While this album is not my absolute top favorite of theirs, it is by far not something that I hate. Like, I will still listen to it. I want to listen to it for a second time. You know, I am excited to hear all of these songs again. Having a first impression of it is cool, it's important, but it's obviously not a grounded feeling for every single song. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to listening to everything again and, you know, solidifying more of my ideas around each song. Does any of this make any sense? And with that, that is my full album impression of Scaled and Icy by 21 Pilots. Let me know what you think of this album. If you have any theories, what your favorite songs are, tell me all of your thoughts on it. I want to hear them all. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Stay outside, you little chokers. Go get some fresh air. Bye-bye. Have you ever wished that you could, you would, that you... I dropped the CD.